And welcome into another edition of It's Talladega. In case you're watching the program for the first time, the program is designed to talk about all the good positive things going on in and around Talladega, the city that's open for business. And through the years, we've had politicians, we've had singers, we've had numerous folks on here. Always had good guests. Today is no exception. We have a young man on here that I've been knowing him all his life. He classifies himself as a redneck Cuban.
Cuban redneck.
Cuban redneck, excuse me. His name is Cowboy Bill. Fernando Youngblood. Welcome.
Well, hey, Larry.
He rode his horse from Cuba.
Wait, what?
So he could be here this morning. Welcome.
I don't live in Cuba.
Oh, so when I say you rode your horse from Cuba, that would not be truthful.
No.
He actually rode the horse from Florida, people. No,
That's better.
That's better. You like that
That's
better? Nando's been on this program several times through the years. I know at least 4 times. That
More than 4. Like,
we 3 times, or maybe more than that. But
more than 3, like a lot, like more than 5.
Has it been that much? I'm gonna start charging you to be on here, boy.
Wait, what? Why?
I'm gonna start charging. Well, I mean, you know, normally I just have one guest, and here you done been on here 5 times. We want to start collecting some royalties on this thing. You're gonna make
I could start collecting royals from you.
Why?
Every time you say
I'm making you popular, see?
So, but I gotta still give you money. How about every time you say blonde, you can give me $5?
Oh, Lord.
How about that? That sounds like a good idea.
Nando was born. Look in this camera right here, in this camera here. Right.
This one? Okay.
And tell us when you was born.
April 18th, 2000 something.
Okay. Girls, he ain't gonna tell you his full age. Anyway, he was born in Florida.
Florida?
Florida.
I don't really like it.
Look in here again and tell the folks who your mother and daddy are.
Leonis and Gary Youngblood. Well, Leonis Youngblood.
Right. And who's your grandparents? Do you remember all the names?
Charlotte, Abu, that's my Spanish, on the Spanish side, that's my grandma, and Mau and Pow Pow.
Right. And then Charlotte Youngblood.
Yes.
That's your grandma. Yeah. Gary, your daddy's daddy's name. Is that one you call Pow Pow?
My daddy's name?
No, your daddy's name.
Oh, I call him Pow Pow, yeah.
Pow Pow.
But his real name is Gary Youngblood.
His name is Gary Youngblood too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mau, I don't know.
Do you remember your grandpa that died?
Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a show about that.
I know that. I didn't know if you remembered that or not. Yeah.
I remember that.
And grandmama's still living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one? Oh, Nene, yeah.
Yeah, Nene.
She's still
I
living.
can't keep up with all these names, folks. I mean, I can't even hardly remember Larry Barton. So, anyway, Nando will be going into the 5th grade this year. He's going to Grace Christian Academy. Is that right?
Grace Christian School.
Okay, it's not an academy; it's a school.
No.
Okay. Be going into the 5th grade. Let's talk a little bit about. We got several things. He's a world traveler, folks. He's been everywhere. They wrote a song about "I've been everywhere." Boy, I've done. They were writing that in memory of Nando. He's been everywhere. You went to kindergarten for 1 year.
It started in kindergarten.
Right, and then you go to school. You're going into the 5th grade. You've had some good teachers through the years. You're living. What part of Florida are you living in?
Lakeland,
Florida. Is that real close to Jacksonville? I'm not sure why. I've never been to Lakeland.
I don't think so. It's maybe about a ways.
About a ways from. Okay.
Just
about that falling amount, folks. It's just very close.
No, it's more like it's about like something like that. Yeah.
Through the years, Nando has acquired a habit. He likes Western attire, as you can see. He wants to be a cowboy. I think he wants to be in the movies, riding horses and 6 guns and all this blazing and you know. Let's get
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll be talking about all the weapons he's got. His daddy is very. He trains him well. He looks after him. He takes care of him. But before we get off into the guns and everything, you've been to Disney World. Mm-hmm. Any particular thing at Disney World that you like that you want to share with the people? Or you?
I didn't really like Disney World. That's not my thingy to talk about on the show real much.
We'll scratch that, folks. We ain't gonna talk about Disney World. All right. He's been to Alaska. He's been to Idaho.
That was awesome.
He's been to Montana, Wyoming, Washington State, Hawaii. When he got into Hawaii, you see all these gals down there doing all these hula dances and so forth. They like never got him out of Hawaii. He thought he wanted to move to Hawaii, but he realized they didn't have any cowboys down there, so he finally got out. Let's talk about some of the places you've been through the years. You been to Yellowstone National Park?
I've been to Colorado and Ohio too. Like those are
Well,
I count the states.
excuse
on the
me,
way.
Colorado, and what was the other one?
Ohio.
Ohio.
And I think also New Mexico.
Is there anywhere you haven't? And Talladega. He's been to Talladega.
Alabama.
Yeah. Is there any place you haven't been?
To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon.
All right. Let's talk about of all these places you've been. Have you got a special that means more to you than any of the rest of them? We'll talk about several of them, but one that meant more to you. What about Yellowstone National Park?
Well, I really liked it out west there.
You like the western type?
Yeah, it was really like free range out.
Leave
free
that
range.
camera right there while you're talking.
It was really free range out there. Lots of mountains, wild. I see me like this out there with my .45 lever action, and my gun belt was my gun, and a horse.
He likes
out there.
he likes the western attire. How long did you stay out there?
Maybe about a week probably, because we started in Boise. That's in Idaho. It was very deserty there. And we went up to like Ketchum, and that's in Idaho. There was more trees there. And then to Montana, and we were in Yellowstone.
Did you like Yellowstone?
I really liked Yellowstone.
That's a lot of schools. I mean, they study about Yellowstone Park in the school. I don't know if you studied about it or not in your school, but a lot of the schools they talk about Yellowstone National Park. It's a landmark national park. How long were you at Yellowstone?
About 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
Like we'd be 2 or 3 days here, 2 or 3 days here.
Now, is Yellowstone where they ride the donkeys or the mules down at the foot of the mountain?
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that. Excuse me. Okay, that means to throw you a curve. All right. Back on while you was out west, you said you liked the free range out there.
It was very wild.
You like the
very
wild.
free. This one mountain in Ketchum that me and my dad were up there, and I was the first one on that one too. I was the first one on the other one, and I walk, and I get on top, and there's this perfect little rock setup, and I get on top. La Peña, Boji, Bibi, something like that.
Yeah. Were you singing out there?
Yeah, kind of on the top, and there's these little baby deer tracks. And on the other one in Boise, that mountain, a lot of deer poo.
A lot of deer there.
A lot of deer poo.
Did
So,
y'all
a
see?
lot of deer.
Y'all didn't do any hunting while you was out there.
No, it wasn't hunting season. We were gonna bear hunt, but we wouldn't have enough time to.
And your dad's been bear hunting, hasn't he? He's been to several places hunting. He likes to hunt.
Yeah,
Is that where
me too.
That where you get all your desire to be western and so forth from your dad?
Actually, he doesn't know where that came from. I like it myself.
You just sort of created that yourself.
Yeah, like my dad. His parents didn't like to hunt. He just kind of created that himself. I like to hunt too.
I know when you come to visit Miss Charlotte, what do you call her?
Nana.
Nana, okay. She's got about 50 acres. I know you go back there in the back in the pasture and you hunt. What are the deers back there?
Sometimes.
Have you seen any of the deer back there? You haven't seen any of them.
Maybe sometimes there'll be some in there, but.
Let's talk about, you've been to Alaska.
Been to Alaska.
What did you like about Alaska?
Very free there too. Lots of mountains, and we climbed a mountain, but it had a trail. I like climbing like no trails, like in Idaho. There wasn't any trails in the one we climbed on. We just did it ourselves, me and my dad. And in Alaska, we climbed that mountain, yeah. And we went fishing, and those salmon pull.
Did you catch a fish?
Yeah.
How big was it?
There,
Don't exaggerate.
Something like that.
So
Right there, yeah.
You keep.
That's how the.
You get
Well, I'm
real
trying
big
to
and
find.
then
I'm
you
trying to
come.
find the accurate. It's like
You make a good politician with all these big fish tails, you know.
it's about that big.
Okay.
And there was those other ones. What are they called? Trout or something.
Trout.
And there was these we called them weirdo fish, because they had like these freaky fins that came out, and then a thing and weirdo fish.
You don't know what the name of them was?
Well, we found out at some point, but we call them weirdos.
Do you remember what when you found out what they were? Do you remember what they called them?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't remember.
A weirdo fish, folks.
Weirdo fish.
What else did you do while you was in Alaska? Did you go on a cruise, on a boat, ship, or cruise?
No, but the people there, to them, I guess it's like there's two people in the world. Ones who, when they go to Alaska, go on cruises, and ones who don't. So we were the ones that didn't go on. I don't ever want to go on a cruise.
You don't like ships? Don't like riding on the water?
It's just not my thing, a cruise.
You like the land and the western?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about Montana.
Montana, that was really nice. I'd like to live up there. My place where I'd really like to live is out west. Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, North Utah, North Colorado, out there. That's my little area there.
You'd like to have a farm out there?
A big ranch, and then like parts of land that nobody's even seen, but you go there too, and it just goes on and on. That's how I like it.
Why would you want to be out there where there is nobody?
Because
just horses and deers and.
In Florida, it's really crowded, and I feel safer actually out there by myself.
Where there's nobody around.
Yeah, I feel safer actually. Because I'd take on a bear than a stranger was trying to kill me any day.
You would fight a bear?
I'd rather fight a bear than a human.
You think you'd have a better chance with a bear?
Yeah, probably. It depends. A 100-pound black bear? I think I can do it.
Did you get to see any while you were out there? Any of the bears?
No, not a lot of bears though. We didn't see any. No, but we saw elk, buffalo.
Moose? You see any moose? No.
No, wait. No, I don't think so.
Elk, buffalo.
Elk, buffalo, a lot of buffalo. Some deer. It was very nice out there. Really, I like it.
Is the areas you were into, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, all these places?
Idaho.
Is it a lot of pasture land there? I mean,
well, it depends.
Wild?
If you're in Idaho, it's very deserty, like bushy and stuff. And now when you go to Ketchum, a little bit more rocky, more trees. When you finally get to like Montana, that's where it gets more trees and more rocks and stuff. And in Ketchum, climbing the mountain, there's this little waterfall that came out, and we were thirsty. And I drank some water it was like snow water that melted. I drank that in Alaska. So when I go somewhere, I like drinking from a spring. If I climb a mountain
Pure,
and stuff.
clear water.
I called it mountain spring water. So I drank some. It was really good. I like it better than the bottled, because the bottled has chlorine in it and just tastes weird.
But they claim on these bottles that it's spring water. I bet you they got that out of the commode. They just take them bottle and stick it in there and flush that little lever and fill it up, and they tell you it's spring water, spring loaded.
They're liars.
You think that may be what they're doing? No, there's some waters that they claim it's coming straight from the spring.
Well, like that Fiji water, I don't get the difference.
All tastes like the same thing.
Yeah, I don't ever drink the Fiji.
Washington. You've been to Washington State.
That's a stop while we're going to Alaska. And let me tell you, Seattle, cuckoo.
There was some cuckoo people in Washington. You think they might have moved from here or from Washington, D.C. to Washington State, maybe? No,
Wait, what?
We ain't gonna go there.
Confused.
How long was you in Washington? Oh, you just sort of stopped off there?
About a day, and then we went to Alaska, and then we came back. I was in the capital of Alaska. That was Juneau.
Did you get to meet any elected officials, the governor, or any?
No, but we saw the governor's house, actually. But we didn't go in it. We just saw it, like, on the road.
That's in Alaska?
Mm-hmm.
When you get into, how long were you in Alaska? A week?
About a week.
I've never had an opportunity to go to Alaska, and Mary wants to go there someday. But were you there at the time when it stays dark most of the time, or did it have some sun?
No, in the summer it's like long days.
Long days.
Even when it was daytime, the restaurants were closing. It's like, what? it's still time to eat. And they were all closed. The only thing open one time was Subway and some other places. And in the winter, about 2 episodes of some show is probably how long it lasts.
What did you like about Alaska so much?
The day. I don't know, just it feels free there, the air cleaner, fishing, game.
Was there any snow while you were there? Or you didn't get to see any snow?
No, but when we were in Yellowstone, I got to play in some snow.
In Alaska, did you see any animals, moose or whales?
We saw a black bear. We saw salmon. That's a fish.
What is it? Penguins? Is that in Alaska?
No, I think that's puffin.
Okay.
They had a joke there, like stickers that said "No puffin in Alaska." Like.
Okay. Okay. Whatever you say. I mean, I can't counteract it because I don't know. Let's see what we haven't covered here. We've been to Alaska. We've been to Idaho and Montana and Wyoming. Ohio. Have we talked about Ohio?
Really, I just like in the airport there, that like a stop kind of.
So you didn't really get to visit into the area?
No, I don't really like that kind of area there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about New Mexico? How did you wind up in New Mexico?
Well, New Mexico, far away.
You don't remember that much about New Mexico?
Let me think. We were on a train one time, and there was a robbery on the train.
Now, is this real stuff, boy? You making up something? Tell me now. I know you good at making up stuff.
So on the left side, there was these robbers on horses.
You've been watching too many TV shows.
Oh no, this is real, Jack. And so and they come on, give me your mone. And okay, I was gonna stop them, but when I thought about it for a second,
I think he's embellishing now. I think he's running for public office somewhere, telling all these wild stories.
Vote Fernando for president.
In Mexico, did you?
New Mexico, that plane thing, and it was snowing there one time, and really snowing, and I'm like, wow.
In Mexico?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
And deserty out there. Oh, we saw the Grand Canyon, and let me tell you, the walls were about like that big. I'm like, you guys kidding me? The wall's about that big. Somebody jump off the thing.
Is it the Grand Canyon where you can ride the mules down into the bottom of it?
I don't know about that either.
Y'all didn't ride
Maybe that sounds more.
That sounds more real?
Yeah.
Okay. But y'all didn't ride any mules?
No, I didn't ride it.
All right, we still got about another 7, 8, 10 minutes to go. We're doing fine if we just don't get him off on some of these wild tales. I mean, he's good at them embellishing stuff. You have to watch him. Let's talk about when did you get your first, if you had an air rifle to begin with?
Well, on my first birthday, I think Pow, or I got a BB gun or something, a 22, and I never used it. And then I got a 20 gauge shotgun. I'm like, wait, that's new? And my dad's like, yeah, because I couldn't remember, and I never really looked. So, and
have you shot your 20 gauge shotgun?
Yes, sir. I shot.
And it didn't knock you on the ground?
No, I've shot squirrels and raccoons with it.
Was a squirrel attacking you or something?
No, he's up there in the tree.
And you shot him? Oh, man.
One guy fell out and his toe was hanging on the branch, and I'm like, dadgummit. I was afraid we would have to shoot it again so it'd fall out, but then it fell out, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that raccoon, man, he was
the raccoon attacking you when you shot him?
No.
Oh, okay. So you got
I like furs.
You got a 20 gauge. Did you take him and use the fur for something?
Well, we couldn't eat him, but the fur is now in the man cave. Is what we call it.
Oh, okay. You have a man cave at your home?
We got deer. I got my mounted mackerel in there.
What? Mounted what?
Mackerel.
That's a fish.
I caught it in Florida.
Okay. How big is? Don't start telling me this long now. Tell me the truth. How big is that mackerel? Get out of here.
No, it was about that. You never seen a mackerel?
Not that big.
You never seen
Was
a
it
mackerel?
a king mackerel?
No, it was a Spanish mackerel.
Oh, okay.
So I was tired, and I'm like, well, maybe one more cast. And then I get it, and it was a fight, and I see like an eye and teeth, and I'm like, man, what is that? And I get it, and I'm like, well, maybe another one. And then I catch a green-looking one. I wanted to mount them both, but I couldn't. I got the blue one mounted.
You've got let's talk about the 45 that you've got.
The 45 Colt. Well, I wanted to start out cowboy shooting, so my first cowboy looking gun was a 45 Colt. And so I'm opening up for Christmas, and there's a box. I'm like, why is it a light? Like, it was like for light or something. They're like, so when you grow up, you got a light to help your family because your wife might want a light. It was like for outside. And I look in it, and I see the box, and it says Ruger, and it's got that hawk on it. And I'm like, and I open it, and there's my single action Ruger Black Hawk. Single Ruger. Single action, yeah. 6-shot.
6-shot.
I still haven't found a belt and a holster for it. I need to find a belt and a holster.
There's some places that people make this leather stuff.
Where?
I don't think we have anybody here in Talladega. Used to have a man that ran a shoe shop.
And he could make leather?
And he could make leather holsters and belts and so.
Well, where'd he go?
He died. And he took all his holsters with him.
I'm sorry for him.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure there's some stores probably in. Folks, he ain't right. As folks probably got a store probably in Anniston, maybe Asheville up in St. Clair County. There may be some leather craft shops up there that makes these kind of things. But there's folks around that makes them.
They're expensive.
Are you? Your dad is teaching you how to use the shotgun?
Well, I already know how to use it. What is kind of hard is pumping it back up sometimes. I'm holding the shotgun.
Are we talking about the pistol or are we talking about the shotgun?
Shotgun. We're talking about the shotgun. What do you think we're talking about?
Well, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Is it a pump shotgun?
Yes, single action pump shotgun. It's camouflage too.
So you had it. You don't know where it is.
Well, the metal parts are black, but the stock and the pump are camouflage.
So you just hide part of it?
Yeah.
Can't find the stock, but you can find the barrel, but you can't find none of the rest of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
Back on back on the 45. And you shot it?
Yes, I've shot it.
Does it not when you?
Oh yeah, it goes.
How do you hold it so it won't jump out of your hand?
You should do that with all pistols. You gotta here and hold here, and you gotta push back a little bit, but push front, and you cock it, and you fire it.
And you got 5. Let me ask you a question. You've seen Western programs, and I have too. When the good guys are robbing the bank, and the main player comes along with his 6-shot pistol, and he stands there for 30 minutes and shoots 947 bullets out of a 6-shooter. I've never understood that. Can you explain that?
Well, there's about probably, maybe he has 2 pistols, or there's about 6 guys and he shoots 6, and maybe he can load fast. Because sometimes there's, it depends which one you're using. If you're using a bullet one that shoots bullets, you gotta flip it open. Now, if he was shooting at the bank robbers with a muzzleloader revolver, now you can switch the cylinders out real.
But I don't never see them do this on TV.
You never see them?
I just see them just shoot and shoot and shoot, and they jump on the horses and ride, and they jump on the and keep on shooting. I never see them put new bullets in the gun.
That's what I wonder sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. And you never see they get into a fight. The cowboy gets into a fight, never loses his gun out of the holster. His hat stays on his head. I've never understood all this stuff.
Well, the hat will fall off sometimes. The hat will fall off. I've seen it. You're fighting, and the hat goes over there rolling away.
When did you wake up one day and said, Fernando Youngblood is going to be a cowboy? He's going to move out to the far west where there ain't nobody but him and all the animals.
Well, I plan to get married.
Oh, Lord, there's always a sad downturn on every movie. Should I tell him what I told you a while ago about picking your girlfriend? Folks, I told him that when he gets ready to get married, this is good advice for everybody out there, and it applies to men and women. If you're a female and you think you're fixing to get married and you like this boy, tell this young man, I want to see your daddy, see what he looks like. And you tell his daddy that you want to see his daddy, what he looks like. And then you want to see daddy's daddy when he's about 75 or 80 years old. And whatever daddy's daddy looks like at 75 or 80 years old, that's what your husband's going to look like And the same thing applies to the men. When you see this beautiful young girl that you just think you just got to have her, I want to see your mama. Mama's very attractive, beautiful. And you tell the mama, I want to see your mother. Well, then you want to go on down. And when you see grandmama, whatever she looks like at 80 years of age, that's what your wife's going to look at. Is that what I said?
Yeah, it's gonna be like this, and then a big ball there, and then she's gonna be walking around with my pills.
That's through the years. What's some of the funny things that's happened to you
Funny thing?
that we can talk about on TV?
Is this?
I know in the past you've made up some all kind of stories that I almost believe some of it.
Well, I don't know if this is funny or not. Well, no, wait, that isn't. Wait, let me think of the story.
I know you used to make up stories and tell, and said you're going to tell it on the next time you're on TV.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember. It was April 18th, 2015. It was the war of the...
Oh, Lord, here we go.
So we were playing paintball. At school, Leonie told me, like, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Later, she ends up shooting me in the back of the head in paintball. What it is, I'm like, oh, crap, yes, sir. And then I turned back, but all these weeds are in my way. I was with Jordan. Jordan took off his mask, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I went and put his mask down. And it's fun doing that.
This was in school?
No, this is paintball.
I know, but you don't play paintball in school.
No.
Okay.
They don't.
They pretty strict in school, ain't they?
Guns and stuff.
They don't allow that to come to school. Well, you ain't supposed to take guns to school.
Well, I know that, but
And paintball
they don't
guns.
even like playing with guns. Now,
Well, you don't need to be playing with guns, and even
it's a finger gun.
you don't even need to pretend. You've got some crazy folks in this world, and you don't never know when you're going to do something other to trigger them, and it's just a bad world. You don't need to take guns to school. I appreciate your dad. He's taking care of you. He's teaching you how to shoot your rifle. You have a rifle and you have a shotgun.
Yeah.
And then you got a 45.
Mm-hmm. I plan to get a double barrel shotgun, maybe 12
Now
gauge.
you know that we have a new place in Talladega, a shooting range. It's a 500-acre shooting range. Your dad might want to take you up there one day and let you shoot at those targets down there.
Do we have to pay for it?
I think it's not much. It's very little for about 4 hours of shooting, and it would be a good place to. You got your own weapon. You probably take your gun up there and your weapon.
I don't have any guns on me.
Not on you, but you have one.
Yes.
But Nando, it's been good to have you with us. You've just gotten so grown, man. I've watched you grow up. You're a handsome young man. You're gonna one of these days you'll find the beautiful blonde or the red head or the brown head, and y'all will get married, and you'll have your horse out front of the church, and y'all just ride off into the sunset like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry and all those cowboys.
Yeah.
Ride out to Montana. You might want to get a train right there though, because it'd be a far piece to ride that horse. Both of you on it.
I think I'll take a plane.
Take a plane.
Yeah. And maybe use a U-Haul to get my stuff over
You don't
there.
like to ride on planes, do you?
Well, this
Y'all had a
past
bad experience coming in this time.
this last time, everybody talking and babies screaming, and it's a war
That's what they
zone.
do. We are out of time almost. If you just tuned in, we're fixing to tune out. This program will run 2 or 3 times during the week. It's been an honor to have my buddy Fernando Youngblood with us. It's Miss Charlotte Green's grandson. And next time you're in town, maybe we can have you again. You have a good day.
You too.
See you next time, folks.